Hello guys, welcome to this session. Today we are going to discuss MCQs on Attorney General of India and CAG of India. If anyone is visiting the channel for the first time, so please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the notification bell. Let us start our session. Your first question is, who amongst the following is considered to be the first law officer of the Government of India? So, who is the first law officer of India? Your A option is Chief Justice of India, B option is Solicitor General, C option is Attorney General, and last option is Advocate General. So, right answer आएगा option C, that is Attorney General of India is the first law officer of Government of India. Next question is, who advises the Government of India on legal matters? A option is Attorney General, B is Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, C option is Chairman of Law Commission, and D option है none of the above. So right answer आएगा option A, that is Attorney General of India advises the government on their legal matters. Next question is, how is the Attorney General of India appointed? So your A option is by the Parliament, B is by the President, C option is by the President on the recommendation of the Parliament, and last option is by the Chief Justice. So right answer आएगा option B, that is by the President of India. Okay, let me move further. Your next question is, who amongst the following holds his or her office during the pleasure of the President? A option is Comptroller and Auditor General of India, B option is Chief Election Commissioner, C is Speaker of Lok Sabha, and D option is Attorney General of India. So right answer आएगा option D, that is Attorney General of India. Next question है, what is the required qualification to be appointed as the Attorney General of India? So A option is Member of Legislative Assembly, B option is President of the Council of State, C option is High Court Judge, and D option है Supreme Court Judge. तो अटॉर्नी जनरल अपॉइंट होने के लिए व्हाट मस्ट बी द क्वालिफिकेशन? सो राइट आंसर आएगा ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज हाई कोर्ट जज. लेट मी डिस्कस ऑल द इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वालिफिकेशन विच इज नेसेसरी टू बिकम द अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया. सो फर्स्ट वन इज ही मस्ट बी द सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया. वो इंडिया का सिटीजन होना चाहिए. ओके, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है, ही शुड हैव 5 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ वर्किंग एज अ जज ऑफ द हाई कोर्ट. अगर वो जज होता है हाई कोर्ट का तो उसके पास 5 साल का एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए. ओके, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है, ही शुड हैव 10 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ एडवोकेसी इन हाई कोर्ट जज. अगर वो एडवोकेट जज है हाई कोर्ट में तो उसके पास 10 साल का एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए. और नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है कि वो प्रेजेंट के ओपिनियन में जो है एक क्वालिफाइड पर्सन होना चाहिए फॉर द जुडिशियल मैटर्स. ओके, सो दीज आर द कंपल्सरी क्वालिफिकेशन. ओके, नेक्स्ट है, हु इज द नॉन मेंबर हु कैन पार्टिसिपेट इन द डिबेट ऑफ लोकसभा. जो लोकसभा का मेंबर ना होते हुए भी उसमें पार्टिसिपेट कर सकता है. तो यो ए ऑप्शन इज वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, बी ऑप्शन इज चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया, सी ऑप्शन इज अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया, एंड लास्ट ऑप्शन है नन ऑफ दीज. So right answer is option C, that is Attorney General of India. Your next question is, who among the following shall have the right of audience in all courts in the territory of India in the performance of his duties? A option is Advocate General, B is Attorney General, C option is Additional Advocates General, and last option है none of the above. So right answer आएगा option B, that is Attorney General of India. देखिए, Attorney General के पास right होता है कि वो किसी भी कोर्ट में जाके एज अ ऑडियंस बैठ सकता है विद इन द टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया, अगर वो मैटर कोर्ट में चला हुआ है रिलेटेड टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. राइट, नेक्स्ट है, हु कैन अटेंड ईदर हाउस ऑफ पार्लियामेंट विदाउट बीइंग अ मेंबर. ए ऑप्शन इज चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया, बी इज अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया, सी ऑप्शन इज चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर, एंड डी ऑप्शन इज चेयरमैन ऑफ द नेशनल ह्यूमन राइट्स कमीशन. सो राइट आंसर आएगा ऑप्शन बी, दैट इज अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया कैन अटेंड ईदर हाउस ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है, who among the following has the right to speak and otherwise take part in the proceedings of the either house of parliament and to be a member of any parliament committee but is not entitled to vote. बात की जा रही है कि कौन सा ऐसा पर्सन होता है वो किसी भी हाउस की जो है वेदर लोकसभा और राज्यसभा उनकी प्रोसीडिंग में टेक पार्ट कर सकता है बट उसके पास राइट नहीं होता है कि वो वोट कर सके. सो हम ऑप्शन देख लेते हैं. सो ए ऑप्शन इज कैग ऑफ इंडिया, next B option is Chief Election Commissioner of India, C option is Chairman of Finance Commission, and last option is Attorney General of India. So right answer is option D, that is Attorney General of India. Next question is, who among the following has the right to address the parliament? We have discussed earlier, so I am sharing with you the right one answer. So right answer आएगा option A, that is Attorney General of India has the right to address any house of the parliament. Next question है, the Solicitor General of India is A option is an administrative officer, B option is a legal advisor, C option is an advisor to Prime Minister of India, एंड लास्ट ऑप्शन है ए लॉ ऑफिसर फॉर गिविंग एडवाइस टू द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. So who is Solicitor General of India? So Solicitor General is a legal advisor, right? That is option B is the right answer. Next question is who among the following is the legal advisor of the state government? अगर हम स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की बात करें तो जो लीगली एडवाइजर होता है उस पर्सन को क्या बोला जाता है, राइट? सो योर ए ऑप्शन इज द एडवोकेट जनरल, बी ऑप्शन इज द अटॉर्नी जनरल, सी ऑप्शन इज सॉलिसिटर जनरल एंड डी ऑप्शन इज द कंप्ट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल. सो राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ए, that is advocate general. If we talk in the term of central government, so the legal advisor called attorney general, and in case of state government, the legal advisor called advocate general. Okay, let me discuss all the important points related to Attorney General of India. So first point is Attorney General of India is the highest law officer in the country. Okay, next point is Attorney General is the chief legal advisor to the government of India. Okay, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज अटॉर्नी जनरल की ड्यूटी होती है कि वो एडवाइस करता है गवर्नमेंट को ऑन देयर लीगल मैटर्स विच आर रेफर टू हिम बाय द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया कैन अपीयर बिफोर द सुप्रीम कोर्ट और द हाई कोर्ट्स विद इन द टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया इफ द केस इज इन्वॉल्विंग द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. है द अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया इज अपॉइंटेड बाय द प्रेसिडेंट एंड कैन होल्ड हिज ऑफिस ड्यूरिंग द प्लेजर ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट. Next point is Attorney General is removed from his office by the President, also appointed by the President and removed from his office also by the President. Next point है the term of the office of Attorney General of India is not fixed. This point is very important. ये हमारे क्वेश्चन में इंक्लूड नहीं था, तो या इसको आप यहाँ पर अच्छे से देख लीजिए एंड नोट डाउन कर लीजिएगा कि जो ऑफिस और टर्म ऑफ ऑफिस होता है अटॉर्नी जनरल का वो फिक्स नहीं होता है, राइट? नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है दैट अटॉर्नी जनरल इज नॉट अ मेंबर ऑफ कैबिनेट. फर्दर पॉइंट है दैट अटॉर्नी जनरल हैज द राइट टू स्पीक इन ईदर हाउस ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट बट हैज नो राइट टू वोट. ओके, तो अगर हम फर्स्ट अटॉर्नी जनरल की बात करें सो ही वाज एमसी सेतलवाड एंड द लॉन्गेस्ट सर्विंग अटॉर्नी जनरल की बात करें सो ही वाज द सेम पर्सन दैट इज एमसी सेतलवाड. फर्दर पॉइंट है दैट आर्टिकल 76, सो दिस आर्टिकल रिलेट्स टू द ऑफिस ऑफ अटॉर्नी जनरल ऑफ इंडिया. दिस पॉइंट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट अटॉर्नी जनरल से डील करने वाला आर्टिकल है आर्टिकल 76. And you have to answer in the comment box that who is the current Attorney General of India. Okay. Further point है कि जो privilege and immunities दी जाती है Attorney General को वो होती है equivalent to the member of Parliament. Next point है तो Attorney General doesn't fall in the category of government servant. Next है जो Attorney General को assist करने वाले जो person होते हैं उनको कहा जाता है Solicitor General and Additional Solicitor General. Okay. फर्दर पॉइंट है दैट कि जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को एडवाइस करने वाला लीगली मैटर में वो पर्सन होता है एडवोकेट जनरल, और एडवोकेट जनरल से रिलेट करता है आर्टिकल 165. So this is all about Attorney General. I hope that every points will be clear to you. So let me move further. Now we will discuss the MCQs on CAG of India. Okay. First question है the Comptroller and Auditor General of India is appointed by A option is President, B is Speaker of Lok Sabha, C option is Chairman of Planning Commission and D option is Finance Minister. So right answer is option A, that is President. Your next question is under which article of the Indian Constitution is the Comptroller and Auditor General of India? Important question. So your A option is article 146, B option is article 147, C option is article 148 and D option is article 149. So the right answer is option C, that is article 148. Article 148 deals with the CAG of India and article 76 deals with the Attorney General of India. Next question is the reports of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India relating to the accounts of the Union are submitted first of all to which of the following committee? जो कैग होता है वो अपनी रिपोर्ट सबसे पहले किसको सबमिट करता है? यो, ठीक है. योर ए ऑप्शन इज द चेयरमैन ऑफ पब्लिक अकाउंट कमेटी, बी है स्पीकर ऑफ लोकसभा, सी ऑप्शन है लॉ मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया एंड डी ऑप्शन है प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. तो राइट आंसर आएगा ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. योर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द ऑफिस ऑफ द कैग ऑफ इंडिया was created. A option is through an act of parliament, B option is by the constitution, C option is through a cabinet resolution and D option is none of the above. So right answer आएगा option B, that is by the constitution. Next question is the tenure of the Comptroller and Auditor General of India is A option is 4 years, B is 5 years, C option is 6 years and D option is not fixed. So tenure of CAG of India is 6 years. And if we talk about the Attorney General, so the tenure is not fixed. Okay. First, अगला क्वेश्चन है which of the following is not true about the Comptroller and Auditor General of India? Your A option is he is appointed by the President. B option is his salary is equal to the Judge of Supreme Court. C option is he is disqualified for any further government office after the retirement. And D option is he can be removed by the president. So you have to select the wrong one statement. So right answer आएगा option D, that is he can be removed by the president. Next question is which one of the following duties is not performed by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India? So your A option is to audit and report on all expenditure from the Consolidated Fund of India. B है to audit and report on all expenditure from the Contingency Fund and public accounts. C option is to audit and report on all trading and manufacturing profit and loss accounts. And D option is to control and receive and issue of public money and to ensure that public revenue is lodged in the exchequer. So right answer आएगा option D, that is to control the receipt and issue of public money and to ensure that public revenue is lodged in the exchequer. This duty is not performed by the CAG of India. Next question है the ultimate responsibility of taking due action on the comments of the CAG of India vests with. A option is President of India, B is Supreme Court, C option is Parliament and D option is National Development Council. तो इसका right answer आएगा option C, that is Parliament. Your next question is who amongst the following attends the meeting of the Public Accounts Committee of the Parliament? A option है Attorney General of India, B option है Solicitor General of India, C option है CAG of India and D option है none of the above. So right answer आएगा option C, that is CAG of India have the right to attend the meetings of the Public Account Committee. Next question is the Comptroller and Auditor General is appointed by the President. He can be removed by. A option is by the President, B option is on an address from both houses of the Parliament, C option है by the Supreme Court and last option है on the recommendation of the President by the Supreme Court. So right answer आएगा option B, that is on an address from both the House of Parliament. और अगर इसी तरह बात करें Attorney General की, so he or she is appointed by the President and also removed by the President. Okay. Next है the Comptroller and Auditor General of India is a friend and guide of which committee? A option है Select Committee, B option है Estimate Committee, C option है Prime Minister and D option है Public Accounts Committee. So right answer is option D, that is Public Accounts Committee. Next question is who is called the guardian of public purse? This question is very important and mostly repeated in the examination. So your A option is President, B is Comptroller and Auditor General of India, C is Parliament and D option is Council of Ministers. So right answer is option B, that is Comptroller and Auditor General of India called the guardian of public purse. Next question is CAG of India acts as. A option is the guardian of public liberties, B option is the guardian of public finance, C option is the chief legal advisor of the government and D option is the guardian of all these. So right answer आएगा option B, that is the guardian of public finance. Next question है consider the following statements about the Attorney General of India. So A option है that he is appointed by the President of India. B option है he must have the same qualification as are required for a judge of Supreme Court. C option है he must be a member of either House of Parliament and D option है he can be removed by the impeachment by President. So you have to select the correct one statement. There are some codes. So right answer आएगा option A, that is 1 and 2. That is option A and B are correct about the Attorney General of India. That is Attorney General is appointed by the President and he or she have the same qualification as required for a judge of the Supreme Court. Next question है consider the following statements about the Attorney General of India. So first statement है that he or she can take part in the proceedings of Lok Sabha. Next है be a member of committees of the Lok Sabha. Third statement है speak in the Lok Sabha. Fourth है vote in the Lok Sabha. So you have to choose the correct one statement. So right answer आएगा option C, that is 1, 2, 3. That is these first three statements are right about the Attorney General of India. That is he or she can take part in the proceeding of Lok Sabha, can be a member of committee of Lok Sabha and can speak in the Lok Sabha but have no right to vote in the Lok Sabha. Okay. Next, let me discuss all important points related to the CAG of India. You can pause the video and also read out these thoroughly. So, first point है that is Article 148 deals with the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Okay. Next है that CAG is the head of the Indian Audit and Accounts Department. Next point है that CAG is the guardian of public purse and controls the entire financial system of the country both at the state and the central level. Okay. जो ड्यूटी होती है कैग की, इट इज़ टू अपहोल्ड द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, Next point है that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said that CAG shall be the most important officer under the Constitution of India. This statement was given by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Next point है that CAG is appointed by the President of India on the recommendation of PM. और जो CAG का टेन्योर होता है वो होता है 6 years और 65 years of age, whichever is earlier. नेक्स्ट है सैलरी एंड सर्विस कंडीशन ऑफ कैग, वो डिसाइड की जाती है पार्लियामेंट के द्वारा. कैग जो होता है ये एक इंडिपेंडेंट एंटिटी है और जो भी गवर्नमेंट के एक्सपेंडिचर और अकाउंट्स रहते हैं उनको एग्जामिन और ऑडिट करने का काम रहता है कैग का. ओके, आगे हम फर्दर इंपॉर्टेंट आर्टिकल्स देख लेते हैं जो आपको याद रखने हैं एग्जाम के लिए. तो आर्टिकल 148 टू 151 रिलेट करते हैं कैग से. सो आर्टिकल 148 की अगर बात करें सो इट डील्स विद द अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ कैग. Article 149 deals with the duties and functions of the CAG, and Article 150 states that CAG advise the President on the accounts of the Union and state government. Article 151 says that the reports of CAG submitted to President in case of central level, and in case of अगर state की बात करें so CAG की report submit की जाती है गवर्नर को. So that's all for today guys. I hope that every points and the whole session will be very helpful for you. So please video को like ज़रूर कीजिए. We will meet soon in the next session guys. Till then bye bye and take care.